Are you tired of your dance floors looking like this? And you want them to start looking like this? Well, the answer is pretty simple. It's not what you're playing, but it's when and why you're playing it. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, nah, my crates are dope, my music is dope. That's not it. Well, that might be true, but if you're that DJ that says, yo, tonight's gonna be a movie, and that movie's equivalent to The Master of Disguise, you might need to rethink your stance. You gotta remember something. Music should create a journey throughout your event, creating peaks and valleys to play with your crowd's emotions. And too many of us want a constant peak, causing our audience's energy to decrease and their attention spans to die down. There's that famous saying, right? You know, what goes up eventually has to come down. And I was making this mistake for years. I was primarily thinking that every song I had to play was only meant to be a high energy dance banger. And this made my sets pretty stale and predictable. And although I had crowded dance floors, the energy was underwhelming. Until one day, I got tired of it. I woke up, I went into the bathroom, I looked at myself in the mirror, and I said, you suck. And it was only then I started paying attention to some of my idols. And these guys would literally have crowds in the palms of their hands. And I began to ask, why am I not getting the same results? They're playing great music, I play great music, and their technicality isn't that much more advanced than mine. So what is it? Then all of a sudden, it hit me. I noticed that it wasn't as much about what they were playing, but when they were playing it and how they were playing it. You see, we tend to forget as DJs that music has its time and place in every single element of your night, regardless of the type of DJ that you are. And sometimes the hardest part of being a DJ is learning when to play these tracks and remember why you're playing them to begin with. This is the true art form of DJing, and because of technology, it's an art form that's becoming somewhat lost. With access to endless amounts of music, most DJs make the huge mistake of crate digging by just finding songs that they like without any organization or purpose. You know, they randomly download and then put those tracks into random crates, or worse, they batch all of those into one crate and then use memory to create the set list in real time. And this causes that infamous Serato face that forces you to scroll, squander, and eventually start to panic to find out what song you're gonna play next. So here's the ultimate lesson that I learned. The best sets are the ones that are pre-planned and organized. And if you don't believe me, look at some of the biggest and most successful DJs in the world today. James Hype, Miles Medina, Jay Espinoza, and more. All of these guys have preset playlists that allow them to perform and wow their crowd. These guys don't just open up their laptop and randomly choose their music. They properly set the pace of their performance based on their performance goals. Remember, as a DJ, your job isn't just to get people to go absolutely nuts. It could be to do different things, right? Sing along to a track, grab a drink, try to get laid, right? We're curators of feelings throughout the night, and we forget that music is the biggest tool and the greatest weapon that we have in our arsenal. So why do we constantly fast forward the process and ignore the obvious signs of crate management and preparation? Well, there are two reasons. One, the way you're doing it now is the easier way. Two, no one probably showed you how and why you should do it the proper way. So let's begin to correct it. And I promise you, if you do this, it will change everything. Step one, before downloading music, start creating set lists for different purposes of the night. The mistake most DJs make is that they create the playlists and crates after they download tons of music. This will lead to wasted tracks, believe me. Depending on the type of DJ you are, these set lists can be widely different. So start simple. Start with the ones that you may have already started, like creating genre crates or year-released crates. Then go into the stages of the night. Openings, vibe music, drinking music, headline music, dance set styles, whatever. Create these playlists before downloading and organizing, because this will act as the blank canvas you'll use to musically paint with. Remember to keep these playlists purposeful. You want to think of them as roadmaps to get to the ultimate destination. So don't create a playlist that simply says 2023 hip hop bangers. No, you need to be specific. Create a playlist that says something like 100 to 105 BPM energetic hip hop. Create them as if you're looking at your crates for the first time, and you need to be able to navigate through them seamlessly. Step 2, start figuring out what music styles will fit within those crates. How the songs make you feel, also known as mood or balance, is one of the best ways to do that. You see, the funny thing is, you probably already do this with your own private playlists on Spotify or Apple Music. Now, you're going to use it to entertain others. Think about the vibe you want to create when putting the music into these set lists, right? How does the track make you feel? Do you get hyped when you hear it? Does it bring back a memory? What is it exactly? Figure out how much energy should be in those songs and start putting together the music that go into that current library. Step 3, start opening up your record pools and music sources and filter the type of tracks you're looking for. So if I created a crate titled Opening Music Drinking R&B Hits from 90 to 100 BPM, I'm going to open up the filter section, input the parameters of the tracks that I'm looking for, and then begin my search. Now, be sure to stay disciplined when downloading. You don't want to download music that is outside of the filters because that's going to ruin the purpose of this whole step. You're going to create a folder in your Finder, labeling it at the type of the genre you are downloading, and then put these new downloads into that folder. This is going to be the best way to guarantee quality over quantity, all while saving you hours of production. Step 4, start using metadata to help you create smart crates for later. Making sure you use apps like Mixed In Key and Lexicon to organize your music will only help you down the road. Your music is going to be changed frequently, especially as new music comes out. Having the proper metadata can help you dig within your own library by using smart crates and proper labeling. Having the proper genre label, the year it was released, and the energy of the track will all allow you to create smart crates that will automatically update as you download new tracks into your DVS. Then you can pull new tracks into your own curated playlists as the years go by, tweaking and editing the same playlists over and over. And last but not least, step 5, practice and test. You'll start seeing that your music and your mixes are going to become way cleaner. They're going to be faster and they're going to be more fluid. Begin organizing your playlist by BPM, key, and energy. This will lead to better results, especially because you're having these crates pre-made and will give you the ability to switch quickly if you need to change direction. If you're starting to see that your crowd is becoming stale, you could change the mood by bringing up the tempo, energy, or simply changing the genre of music. When I started doing this, I saw 2 major improvements. First, I saw improvement in the energy of the dance floor. I was able to think less and watch my audience, allowing me to focus on their body language and switch it up when the energy was dipping. My quick mixes were more prominent and effective, giving my audience a much more fun experience. Secondly, it made me establish a productive workflow, giving me the opportunity to be more creative and actually create my own style. So instead of you just updating new music, I started creating edits that would enhance the crates while slowly adding new tracks as time went. With every event and every step, I was getting better. It was becoming more transparent that this was working. So once I got it working, I started tweaking, adding, and enhancing the process. And if you want to see how you can start using other programs and softwares to enhance your performance, you're gonna wanna watch this next video. And as always, if you found this somewhat helpful, I'd really appreciate if you guys consider subscribing. Just hit that little subscribe button below. It'd mean the world to me. As always, keep learning, keep growing, keep rocking out. See you guys next time.